All right, so you've got your package or you've ordered your program and you're like, well, where do I go from here? And I know there's a ton of information that comes your way in the beginning. I did try to very much simplify the startup process just with some handy tools. So I'm going to walk you through it so that it doesn't feel so overwhelming. So the first step is that you're going to see your welcome email. So I'm hoping in this that you see a welcome email that says, welcome to our Free to Be Fit Club, right? And in that welcome email, there are 5 steps that you're gonna do. So the first one is you're gonna head to freetobegirls.com and check out our website. And I will quickly show you what that looks like because I put together a list of videos to just literally get you started on the right foot. So we've got, welcome. We're so excited. Step 2, the app that you need to get started and how you find our bod group. Step 3 is picking your program. Normally we start with 21 Day Fix. Sometimes what I'll do is get someone started with Clean Week while they're waiting for their package, and then we can jump into 21 Day Fix once you have your package. Step 4 is what nutrition plan. Now, I will show you this in Beachbody On Demand, but most of our programs work really well with what is called the Portion Fix or Ultimate Portion Fix Nutrition Plan. And that's what those containers are that we added on or that were included in your package. And they just teach you how many macros your body needs based on your size, based on your activity level, those sorts of things. So we're gonna use the Portion Fix Nutrition Plan regardless of what fitness program you are doing. Some of the programs have their own nutrition plans, and you don't have to learn a new nutrition plan for each one. Step 5, and there is a guide here as well, this Nutrition Made Simple, if you wanted to look through it. I do have the extra information in there. Shakeology, and why I really recommend Shakeology. We are not just talking about a protein shake. This is not just a protein shake. Most of us know what macronutrients are. They're your big ones like your carbohydrates, your veggies, your protein, those sorts of things. What we don't get in our bodies is micronutrients, and that's what Shakeology is it's all those missing micronutrients that isn't in our food. The importance of taking your pictures and doing your measurements, and no, I do not need your pictures and measurements weekly. However, I highly recommend that you take your pictures weekly, and then maybe once a month you do like a weigh-in and update your measurements. Step 7 is it's go time, and step 8 is you finish your program. So the best thing you can do when you finish your program is you're going to go to beachbodychallenge.com and log in your results, because you are going to be entered for cash prizes as well as getting a t-shirt prize for completing the first program. So that's the first step in you getting started on this amazing journey. Now, the second step is that you are going to work through those videos. You're going to add my email, like this freetobegirls@gmail.com, as well as Tamara at freetobegirls to your contact list. I given you my cell phone number so that anytime you can reach me there, because I don't check Facebook Messenger, usually just once a day, all right? On the other thing is on Saturdays, we have a team workout where we all hop on Zoom together. We all do our own workouts, but it's really fun that we can all do that virtually all over the world, really. And then I've got some more information in here in terms of just your Shakeology and your Beachbody On Demand renewal and phone numbers and how to access those sorts of things. We do have a Facebook group if you would like to be in that. I do not run that Facebook group. I run my bod group, not the Facebook group, but I do post my workouts in the Facebook group. If that works for you, that works for you. All right, so that's just some basic information in the email. Now, you've gone through that fit guide and you're like, okay, so I'm going to start with Clean Week. Let's just say you're going to start with Clean Week, and then you're going to move on to 21 Day Fix. But you're like, what do I do about my nutrition? What are these containers all about? And that's where in your step-by-step fit guide, so this was in your welcome email when I sent to you just how to familiarize yourself. And again, I did put the link. I have a welcome video, those videos that I just showed you on my website, some gathering your supplies, what is your why, your top 3 health and wellness goals. And here's where we get to the part where we calculate your caloric intake. So let's just say we take someone who is 140 pounds and workouts are moderately challenging. So most people start off in the you're not working out column, and it's not a huge difference between the moderately challenging parts. So if I took 140 and I times it by 11, right? And that's my caloric baseline of, now my caloric baseline is 1,540, and then I subtract 400 from it. I have 1,140 as my caloric target, all right? I'm gonna use the other one just so you can see there isn't much of a difference. So 140 times 11 equals plus 400 minus 750 equals. So we're right around the 1,200 mark. So I know from experience that that is plan A. All right, so we're gonna be in plan A, and these are just some tips on keeping it simple, but this is where you look at the different plans. So in portion plan A, there's a regular plan and there's a vegan plan. And the vegan plan varies a little bit because you're going to end up with more carbs in the vegan plan, and we just teach you how to make sure that you're getting the right carbs in, right? We don't want the white rices and the breads and stuff like that. We want like the quinoas and the lentils and those sorts of things. So in plan A, you're going to get 4 servings of vegetables, so 4 of those green containers, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 3 teaspoons, all right? And there is a list of the foods, and I'll show you where you can access that as well in there. The thing with the red is your Shakeology. The 1 scoop of Shakeology counts as 1 red, and anything you add to your shake counts, all right? So half a banana is 1 fruit. So if I put half a banana into my Shakeology, it's 1 fruit that I've used up. I only have 1 left, okay? So we have some steps and some information on measurements here, and then kicking some ass. And then I do have some additional resources. I just don't like bombarding people with those massive amounts of resources, all right? So now I'm gonna show you where you can find those food lists, because you ultimately have control over your food. You get to pick the stuff that you like. And with that, it's all in, oops, how did that not work? Okay. Share. All right, so if I go to my Beachbody On Demand and I'm in my programs, right? I am going to go to 21 Day Fix. It doesn't matter which one you go to because they'll all have the same resources. And I'm gonna go into the program materials. And in the program materials, there is your starting guide, there is your editable tally sheets where you can actually do those ones as PDFs on your phone, or the printable ones, there's your workout calendar, but here is your nutrition. And this is where you're gonna look at the eating plan and the vegan friendly. So whichever one relates to you. So in here, I'm gonna click on the eating plan, and I'm going to scroll through. So I know I'm in plan A. I know I get my 4, I'm actually personally not in plan A. I get my 4 servings of veggies a day. So we found out this information, right? So here's plan A, 4, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 3. And then I get to go through the food lists and pick the food that I want to eat. So there is some samples of, you know, what you could choose if you're, if you wanted to, and you'll see them like listed: water, Shakeology, sunflower seed, like it's only your protein in there in 1 spoon. So that's what all the colors are, is it's actually telling you how much that particular food item is in the container plan. So you've got your green containers. So here are the veggies you can choose from. And you know, some of them are harder to measure than others. So you've actually got like 10 large asparagus spears. Your purple, you know, we've got raspberries, we've got pomegranate, like all of your purples are listed here. And this is where you choose the foods that you want to eat, right? You get to choose your yellows, you get to choose the carbs that you want to have. If you want to swap out once a week or twice a week a glass of wine, then you would count that as a yellow, right? So if on Friday you decide I'm going to have wine on my patio and or I'm going to a barbecue or whatever it is, then you would actually take out one of the yellows throughout the day so that you can have that without having to worry about it at night. So all of the foods are listed in this resource here, in the 21-day fix eating plan. Okay, and that is the nutrition plan that most programs, and it will link you to, is that one. It's called the Portion Fix program, and it's just kind of one of the standard ones that we use. It works really well because it's teaching us how to fuel our bodies properly. If the program has a different nutrition plan, so let's say you got a 10 rounds package and it has a different, you have the different guide to nutrition, you also have access to the meal plans here, in here, where it's still gonna say like Ultimate Portion Fix 7-day sample meal plan for plan A to F. So if I click on that, right, and I want this, here is plan A. Like I can literally take this and follow it for 7 days, and it's perfectly to my thing. 4 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, 1, 1, 3. So it's still the same nutrition plan. They've just put it together in a book a different way. And there's tons of recipes. You have access to Fixate, which is in our, it's one of the tools for nutrition. You have access to Fixate in there. So there's tons of recipes in there. And you just start figuring out what meals work for you, how you're going to fit all those things in. And you follow the same nutrition plan regardless of what you what fitness program you're doing. The second part of this that I want to quickly touch on is I mentioned the Beachbody challenge. So please make sure every time you finish a program to submit your results to the Beachbody challenge, okay? Because you can win big time cash prizes. And finally, I want to just mention the importance of personal development. So if you are someone who has struggled with like creating consistent routines and those sorts of things, the biggest thing we need to change is here. We need to work on our mindset. So my number one suggestion for a book would be the 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. And if you want a free audio copy, I can send you one. If you've never had an Audible account, I can send you that book. The other one that's really good is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. Really, really great book, but 5-Second Rule just gives you a little more hands-on tools that you can use to implement those changes in your life starting right now. All right, so I hope that this was super helpful. Remember, I'm always here to help troubleshoot, answer your questions, those sorts of things. And I'm looking forward to helping you create a new normal. Ciao.